So how was everyone's week, man? How was everyone's week?
Dominic Tricks.
Man, I actually had a pretty eventful week. I had a couple of opportunities. Well, a couple of situations. So first, it was my wife's birthday. We all talked about that last time. So I call myself, I'm going to take the family out to eat. So I'm like, cool. Zach, my brother, is a real proponent of this burger place.
Oh, yeah, you'll be proud.
A.U. Cheval.
Oh,
am I saying that correctly?
It's Au Cheval.
Yeah,
it's Au Cheval. You went to the one down
I have to look it up.
In Fullerton Market?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay, you went to the, okay.
Quick lesson. Apparently, that is the only one. The small Chevals.
Yeah, you got small Chevals, and then you have Au Cheval.
But I thought, if I'm going to do it, I got to hit it with the original joint. So I went down there, took my family of 4 or whatever. That was a mistake, but we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, how long? I know, because that reservation time.
No. Hold on. Let me. All right, so we get there. We go check in or whatever. We just so happen to get a parking spot right in front of the building. I'm like, this is crazy.
How?
I know, right? Like, the little side.
What time
parking.
did you go?
It was probably like 5 or so. It was after we potted, actually.
Man, hand claps.
No, he hit a lick.
Yeah. Yeah, but we get there or whatever, and they tell us the wait is an hour and a half. Okay. So it's like, but I go out. I'm like, you know what? We're going to wait outside. I said, can I get a whiskey sour? They did the San Francisco. They put the foam in my whiskey sour. I was like, is this a thing? Like, everybody's about to start doing the foam. I found out from my later story. No, they don't. But so I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to wait out here this hour and a half, blah, 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 time passing. We finally get in. We sit down. We right at the door to eat. So I'm like, okay, cool. We ordered something. First of all, burger review. Top 3 burger I've ever had in my life. Top 3 burger I ever had.
That's high praise.
When I'm traveling now I travel for sporting events and to find life-changing food. So I was able to find it downtown. So shout out to you, Zach.
I got a story this week.
Okay.
With the thick bacon.
Yeah.
So.
Whoa.
Hey.
The face you just made.
But, so they sit us right next to the door. Like, right next to the door. I didn't care because it was one of them situations. It was so packed that it was inside or outside. I was cool with the being inside because outside you never know it. Whoever could be walking back could be on some shit.
Right.
So we sit it down right on the inside. So this motherfucker is standing right next to our booth, like damn near hovering over us, but not looking at us, looking away. So I'm like, I look up and I'm like, you know what? This is a busy establishment, Meech. You ain't the confrontational guy. He ain't on no shit. He got this dude next to him in a suit. Whatever. I ain't thinking nothing of it. So I continue eating my burger. Burger fire as hell. I just so happen to glance up. I look at my wife and she keep like glancing over at this thing. So I'm like, oh damn, we might have to. Hey yo, sir, could you know what I mean? But she's like borderline excited. So I'm like,
Who is this?
Who is this? She's sitting next to her daughter and everything, and they going back and forth. They keep looking. I'm like, all right, what the is going on?
Y'all got me.
So who the is this y'all excited about?
So I asked her, I'm like, who the so I look up, because I'm like, who is this? So I'm looking at him in his eyes, and I'm like, okay. He giving me Michael Ealy vibes. Michael Ealy, okay.
Oh, you saw okay, go ahead. I know who you saw.
So I'm like, he giving Michael Ealy vibes, but he kind of got a gut. Michael, I know Michael Ealy ain't out here with no gut. So I'm like, no. So she like, I think that's CORY HARDRICT. So I'm like, so first of all, I sent this message out to a bunch of group chats and everything. The first thing people ask me is, who the CORY HARDRICT?
I was lost as hell too.
So I'm like, CORY HARDRICT. I remember who CORY HARDRICT is because I know the story with him and Tia. This is Tia's ex-husband. Tia
Mowry.
Tia Mowry.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So, and that's what I had to tell everybody. It's Tia's ex-husband. Everybody's like, why didn't you say Tia ex? My sister,
I swear to God.
My sister hit me with it was the Tia and Tamara ex-husband. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I'm looking up and I'm like, I guess that is him. So, but I'm like, maybe it's not in Chicago. I look him up and down. It's none but Prada. So I'm like, he could be a scammer. It could just be a scammer. So she like, can I ask him? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
so,
shout out to that.
Yeah.
Respect. He's got that in order over there.
Respect.
She reaches out and like taps on him or whatever and says, "Excuse me, "Are you Corey Hardick?" And he turns around and says, "Yes." So I'm like, so she goes,
Daddy's little bow wow.
so this took me back to when you remember when we was having those pods about the Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I felt like I almost had a Jonathan Majors. Not that Jonathan Majors. Not the bad Jonathan Majors. The Jonathan Majors with the Michael Ealy situation.
Oh, you
That
about to have you checking your fanny pack?
I had to check something. So so she goes, "It's my birthday." So I'm like, I'm peeping the scene. So I'm peeping the scene. So I'm like, okay, this could be a play. This could be he about to pay for this play. So I'm like, he's like, "Oh man, happy birthday." So she was like, "Can I get a picture?" So I'm like, okay, pictures is cool because she into them damn near Tubi movies, and he be on that type
a lot of them. Yeah.
So she feel like she didn't just met a celebrity. Yeah.
And
he was just in one of the biggest movies. That movie, Divorce in the Black.
And that's why everybody's knowing him right now. Is before that
Because I've been in the restaurant y'all in, like I can see this.
it's tight as hell in this.
Like, he's right there in that right hand corner. Like, right
That's
there.
exactly where I'm at.
And I know your family, so I can picture each person.
Yeah.
Like,
My son taller than me. He look like the damn man of the house. So this motherfucker. So she gets up and they go to take a picture, and so she gives me the phone. I go to take the picture, and I'm looking through the lens, and I just saw like a leg hike up and then hike back down. So I'm like, oh shit. Now, and she knows this as well, like about me. And y'all know this from the pod. I'm one of them jealous ass. I'm one of them. Mood instantly flip. Instantly. I'm out of here. I'm out the Corey Hardick! Corey Hardick!
This going in the fanny pack. He ain't gonna pull
Before-
out
that
the
nigga was finna throw this.
I got that mother. I don't even know what the was being taken. I'm just in this like this. Let me tell you. So I get the pictures or whatever. The dude in the suit, this is her assistant. He reaches for the phone and he's like, delete. Let me do this. This now is taking the. I'm like, I'm feeling burnt. I'm in this buff. I'm like, do I got Candy Crush on this? Like, what the about to do? Now, I will say though, he was very respectful. When she asked for the picture, he asked me if I was okay with it.
Okay.
But in the moment, I didn't know I'm hung up on the foot hike. It was like this is how it would have been, but
My husband's
my
right
husband
here.
right there. I'm like, goddamn. So now
Jesus.
I don't even know how these fries taste because I don't want the fries no more. I don't want the fries no more. This burgers is fire though. These burgers is fire. I get this goddamn check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for 4 people?
Yeah.
So I want you preference. I go on Google. It says $50 to $100. I'm assuming yes, $50 to $100 for 2 people. Okay, got you. But I'm looking at these burger prices and they like 20, maybe 20. They ain't too crazy. This total up when I left and we get up out of here. $240.
Ooh. That sounds literally. No, that literally right. About right. That's about $60 worth.
So you know the reason why I brought this story here?
Hmm.
Because Corey, why the didn't you pay for my meal? If you gonna have my wife leg hiking up and down, you could have at least dropped the look. Hey yo, take care of them. Take care of them. We made it very clear. I appreciate you for being respectful. You was very respectful and everything. You asked for permission and everything, and I truly appreciate that. But nigga, when they told you they couldn't seat you, you could have said, yo, but take care of my man's right. That was my Corey Hardick story.